morning, everybody. Scott with Schmidt's Summer Ranch. It's early morning. Still dark outside. So we're down here and we're gonna set the chicken eggs. Got these little crates and we're gonna take, and I think what I'll do is place, I'll skip every other one here. We have 2 dozen eggs that we're gonna set. So that's kind of a small one there. And so you wanna place large end up, pointy end down. And kind of doing a pattern 5 here, whatever. All right, that's the first dozen. Put them in. Our incubator's been running. Been running for a couple days. And it's been about where we want it. So, I want to set these. That looks pretty good. Set these on the weekend. It takes 21 days, so we should hatch out 3 weeks from now. So we will place these about the same, pointy end down. These little crates went to Atwood's and got them. This little cardboard crate, $6. That thing should be 30 cents, but all right. So now we put this up here. Let's keep that back to about the center. Okay. So the eggs are in on, what today's Sunday. I don't know what today is. 5th or 4th or something. So anyway, they're set in 3 weeks, but we'll keep an eye on them as we go along. I got to put this back to auto. Still all right on our level and temperature. Well, it's down now because I had the door open, but it's been running like at 99, somewhere in there. So I think we're good. All right, off to a good start. See what else we find to do today. Got the Grand Wagoneer pulled in. I got to clean up from yesterday. Too much grass hay back here. So I'm gonna grab the shop vac and vacuum this out. Then we gotta go get coffee. It's just about starting to be sunrise. There's old Drakerson. Come on in, Drake. No? All right, I'm gonna get this done, then we'll go get some coffee. Much better. All right, I think we'll leave the Grand Wagoneer. I'm gonna roll that back window up. But I think we'll leave the G-Wagon set inside for a little while. I worry about squirrels. We have a lot of squirrels around here. I worry about them building a nest in it, in the engine compartment, because that's happened to other vehicles before. And my head release is broken on it, so we got to get a cable. They sell the whole kit. This little deal broke. We got to get that and get that fixed at some point. I looked online, they're not very expensive. Uh-oh, left the key on. There we go. So, okay, Grand Wagoneer's parked in, cleaned. On to the next thing. One thing we're gonna pick up today and put in here is a hygrometer where we can just see the relative humidity instead of relying on trying to, because this I'm not doing right, I found out. So I think it's around 55 to 57%, but we're going to get a hygrometer. We'll put it right there and we'll know for sure. So we'll do that today. Check in on the pigs. Wanted to go down to the pond and see if the geese were out. Pig 2 still is coughing a little bit, which is, hey, not so sure if she doesn't need another shot, but she's got that persistent little cough. It makes me worried, but we're gonna feed him some pellets real quick. So I just don't like giving shots, but she may need it, we'll see. I'm gonna try to get some pellets out of here. Uh-oh, that slid further than I wanted. There's our little bucket. See, she's still coughing over there. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but all right. Yeah, that's tipped over. Let's put them right there. If any of you guys are pig guys out there, tell me if that's something I need to be worried about or not. She seems to be eating. So, all right. We'll check back in a little bit, but now I'm gonna dump him one more bucket, and then close this feeder back up. Well, we're gonna go check in at the pond, see if the pump's pumping, and see if the geese are out. Drake, you going with us? It's a little bit cool out this morning. You can see the evaporation coming up off of the pond. It's pretty down here. But I haven't seen the geese yet. So, nice morning though. We may might try to catch a couple catfish out of here this evening. Wouldn't mind doing that if we get around to it. Yeah. Pumps pumping water, should be kicking off anytime. But sure the geese are around somewhere. They spend most of their time up out of the water, I guess, and Drake, he's already been for a swim this morning. Out of the water and up in the bushes hiding, I guess, because I don't see them very often, but they're around. So, all right. Oh, who parked that close? There is not much room. But what we got to do is this needs a battery. And the battery is right in there. So I'm gonna try to extract it, and we're gonna put it on the charger. It probably is gonna wind up getting a new battery, but I wanna try to, my charger has a reconditioning feature. So I'm gonna try that and see. So I'm gonna get that out without cursing, and then we'll put it on the charger. See you when it's out. Yeah, well, it's out of there. I do not enjoy any kind of mechanic work. And this is exactly why. Who makes this thing? What is this? A TerX4 V10 or VT, not V10. Who makes it? Who makes it? The Kawasaki. Do better. Come on. To get the battery out of this thing, you got to have 3 arms. It doesn't have to be that hard. Way back in there. And to check the oil, you know where you check the oil on this thing? You got to take this seat off. However, that seat comes off. Some way. This seat comes off. I don't even remember how to do it. Oh, there. All right, the seat comes off. Then this cover has to come off. And there's 2 screws to take it off. All this to check the oil. I mean, come on. Can't even get the thing off there. And then there's where you check the oil. Make it accessible where people will want to actually check the oil. You don't have to have an engineering degree to check the oil. And you gotta, to get that battery out of there, I mean, I'm sure not gonna, here it is. And I didn't accomplish my goal of not cursing, I'm sorry. I'm sure not putting that back in there. So I've got to get a new battery because I'm not going through all that and putting a used battery back in there. So, oh, sheesh. Kawasaki, come on. And this is an old one. Maybe they've improved it, but phew. Anyway, we'll have to pick up a new battery. That's 3 and 19, I guess, is when it was made. So, and 19 seems like Drake, didn't bother him a bit getting it out of there. But I was going to say 19 seems like not very long ago to me, but It's actually 6 years. So, okay. Drake, we gotta get a new battery. You're buying. Well, I come back in here and the eggs are on full tilt, so looks like those little egg crates we got are gonna work. Hold them in there. So I was surprised how far over those trays tilted. So, but underway. Okay, so I've been wanting to take you guys in the party barn. So thought I'd bring you in here this morning and show you around. This is where we get together and as a family watch ball games and just have family. We have birthday parties, we have graduation parties, we've had family reunions, we've had wedding receptions. So along this wall is a bunch of family pictures. And we will probably wind up putting family pictures over here. Hey, there's a good YouTube channel if you guys want to catch up on YouTube. It's called Schmidt's Samba Ranch. Pool table, play some pool every once in a while. And so I thought I'd tell you about how we put this together. We built this ourselves, and this barn wood we sourced from just over by Hot Springs. No, where was it? It's in Oklahoma, just where I-40 goes into Arkansas. So I built that table. So those cabinets, these are metal cabinets. Pretty cool. They used to have, so it's kind of got a 50s vibe over here. Metal cabinets. We found those in Hillsboro, Kansas. They were tearing down a house, had them on Facebook, and we went up and got them. Had my uncle has an auto body shop. He painted them, and countertops are cool. I've got a cousin that does construction. He put the countertops in for me. They're just Formica, but this metal trim sticks with the 50s theme. That oven cooktop, we found that in Tulsa, and it's operable and actually has a deep fat fryer in it. I've never used it, not brave enough to use it. And after we found this range, I was on Facebook, and we had a modern refrigerator in here my wife had found, and I was on Facebook, and I found this fridge over by Lake of the Ozarks, and we went and got it, and it about killed us to get it where it was. This fridge weighs twice what a conventional fridge does. I mean, it is a heavy piece of equipment. And where these people lived at Lake of the Ozarks, it was down a hill and across a deck and down their basement. But we got that up and out of there, brought it back. And we got it on the same trip we went and got the cabinets. So, what else? Oh, this barn wood. This sliding barn door. We were looking for, I wanted a old sliding barn door, and we have up the road from us just a few miles, it's called the Vintage Barn. And my wife's like, let's run up the Vintage Barn, see if they have one. And I said, look, they're not going to have a sliding barn door up there. And we walked in, and that's the very first thing we saw. And the lady that owns the Vintage Barn grew up on a dairy, and this was in one of their dairy barns. So it's a pretty cool deal that we were able to get it and got the backstory to it. So there's a bathroom back here. Not anything fancy. I wished I would have put a shower in here, but it's just basically a half bath. So, and we had, so the projector, we had a projector, and we're going to get a projector back because it's pretty fun watching ball games. But it went bad on us, hung right up there, and it quit for some reason. Not sure why. That quilt there, and I have a couple more that they were up here, but we took them down to put more pictures up. But that quilt, little throw blanket, my next door neighbor made. Doris, you'll probably be watching this. Thank you again for that. And 50s table. That was working at a lady's house in Mino. Have 2 of them. And she had inherited a house from her parents. This was in the kitchen, and they were getting rid of stuff, and she's like, if you want that, you can have it. And the chairs that are sitting over here actually go with that table. So our kids spend a lot of time down here, and it's been good. We've enjoyed it. Pool table used to sit in our living room in our house. Not living room, but well, what is the living room now? It's where the pool table used to sit. Had it moved down here, and so it's pretty neat. We use it a lot. Have fun down here. So that's the party barn tour. I think I've covered everything. Cabinet, stove, refrigerator, where we got everything. Barn door. So that's the tour. You'll probably be seeing some more stuff down here as we go along. All right, on to the next thing. It never fails. Always flat. So I'm gonna get it aired up, then I'm gonna mow down here, and probably get that done. Then it'll be time for church. And I might call it a wrap on this video. And then if we decide to make it down to the pond this evening to do some fishing, I'll try to bring you guys along to do that. But I got to get back in here and mow. And I weed eated yesterday, so the hard part's done. Just got to ride around on the mower. It's a beautiful morning for it. So, all right. Thank you guys for watching. Have a very blessed day, everybody.